Do you know the feeling when you're really excited about a project and you say, you know what, I can do this in, let's say, 2 months. And later you say, okay, I will do it in 6 months. And then you say, I will probably do it in a year. And then after 1 year and 2 months, like me just now, you get sick and tired of the project already, and you just say, I don't care anymore. It will be done when it will be done. Ladies and gentlemen, let me present you my first and still ongoing game development project called UFO Taxi. The first project started in December 2022. I attended my first course at the Planet Taxi online game development school, and throughout the course we've made a very simple taxi game which lets you take passengers from A to B, and then you get a reward based on how fast you were. I've learned some functionalities like moving and rotating an object by script, and we also did some level building. I really liked the project and I felt some kind of game designer challenge in it, so I've decided to level up this game and make a 1 to 3 hour long video game experience. My goal was to just learn how to make a game and actually how to release it, how it feels like, how it looks like, and I just basically wanted to say that I made a game. How cool is that? I gave it a thought what game I actually wanted. I realized that I wanted to make something unique and fun for my first project, but I also wanted something chill like Short Hike. It was a game that made me realize how awesome short games are, especially when you have so little time aside of work. So after some head scratching, I came up with the idea of a game called Not Your Typical Taxi. It was not always about aliens, The concept was just simply to be a taxi driver in 2067, and you do some discovering, underground, and experience fun stories by interacting with people in the city. After that, I have sketched and laid out some levels and bought some graphical assets from the Unity asset store. It's insane how much time and effort should be put into level design and level making. I needed to consider a lot of factors, like the level shouldn't be too small, but every part of it should be somewhat unique so that the player always knew where he or she is, even without looking at the map. Plus, I wanted some interesting sights on every map, so when you as a player see it, you would want to explore it. It's a core gameplay loop technique that a lot of games use, like Skyrim. After the levels were made, I filled them with citizen NPCs, and I learned how to make these guys move in pathways, and I added some basic animations. Then I placed some animal NPCs on the levels, as well, like pigeons and bats, to make the environment more natural. Plus, flying police droids were also necessary to add, because I wanted some challenge in the game for the player when he or she explores the map. The next stage, I wanted to implement the quest and the dialogue system. So with the help of these, 3D guys could easily express their mood, whether it's good or bad. First I tried to make it on my own, then I came to a realization that for the first time and for the first game, I probably can't and shouldn't do everything on my own. So, I bought Pixel Crusher's quest machine and dialogue system. It took me like 2 weeks to learn its basics, then I've sketched what kind of missions I want, and it took me like the next 3 months just to make these quests with dialogues, like crime missions, helping people with their everyday life problems, or even helping some pigeons. However, I felt like something is missing. The game was kind of fun, I think it had interesting missions and places, but it kind of felt like I missed a huge thing, like its selling point. I am well aware of the fact that the video game marketplace is pretty crowded, so I know I had to come up with something unique and interesting. I remember I had an alien side quest. There was a crazy scientist who wanted to reveal UFO's existence with some crazy machines. And And I don't know, it just popped in my head. Like, what if you were the UFO he was looking for? And what if, instead of helping him, you just abduct him and clear his memory, about UFO's existence? What if UFOs were the main antagonists, and what if they were trapped on Earth and wanted to go home? I always like the idea of experiencing something from a different perspective, so I really like this concept. I started to modify some elements of the levels to fit my new theme, and I also started rewriting those side quests and the main storyline. I've added some new quests, like helping your UFO brothers in their everyday life problems. I've put in a race, and I've put in acute content about alien pets as well. Plus, I made kind of an endgame to the story, but hey, no more spoilers from the game. I want to keep some secrets for you guys if you jump in and play the game yourself. In the end of this phase, I tried to implement some saving system, but I still got some issues with it, so welcome to... I feel like I need to add and modify stuff before I can call my game beta test ready. I need to make my UI and my levels more clear, some animations more natural, and I will fully write my quest dialogues, because right now you can find a bunch of the, okay, and I don't cares in a lot of places. Plus, I should make an options menu with modifiable graphic settings, and I should optimize a lot. And if it wasn't enough, I still make huge bloopers, like making changes in play mode, so when you exit play mode, Unity resets the whole thing like it doesn't give a damn. Only saving manually once or twice in an hour, then Unity decides to crash and my unsafe progress is all gone. Rookie game dev problems, yay! So here I am, in 5th stage, hoping that I could release this game soon. But you know the rule, right? It will be done when it will be done. And hey, if you have any feedback, suggestion, question about this UFO project, don't hold back. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you like the content, feel free to press the like and the subscribe button. And I will see you guys in the next video. Stay cosmic.